Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. We're in chapter 18 of Genesis, and today we're talking about how Abraham is called to train up his children, his one child that he's going to have. But he's supposed to train him up so that he can train up, the grandchildren and everything. So as we left off yesterday, we had the three men that came, and we know two were angels and one was God, come and visit Abraham, and so we're continuing that passage here. So let's pick it up, verse 16. We're reading verses 16 through 19 today of chapter 18. It says this: When the men got up to leave, they looked down toward Sodom, and Abraham walked along with them to see them on their way. Then the Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I'm about to do? Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation, and all the nations on the earth will be blessed through him." God's saying it right here again. He's saying God is going to bless Abraham. Okay, and all the nations on the earth will be blessed through him. That's a huge deal. Verse 19, "For I have chosen him so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised him." The key verse is 19. Okay, I'm going to reread that. For I have chosen him, I've chosen Abraham, so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised to him. Okay, he laid it all out there. I've chosen Abraham, and he's chosen to become a great nation, but he's also supposed to pass that on to his children, teach his children, and then they're in a way that they train their children, so that you have generations after him that are following God. Okay, and you know what? We act like, oh yeah, that's great for Abraham. Yeah, but it's also great for us too. God has called us to be parents that raise up our children. And it doesn't end with just my immediate children, but we're supposed to raise up our children so that they pass on our faith all the way down through generations. Okay? Don't think of it just a short-sighted thing like, oh, I hope my son, follows the Lord. No, I hope my son and my grandson and my grandson and my great-great-grandson all follow the Lord. And hopefully we are instilling that heritage and the way we are following God into our children. Okay, and it's not like a one-time thing. Like, hey guys, I encourage you to follow God. No, it's like a daily thing, hourly thing. Every time you're with them, you're talking about God. I mean, not every second, but it's a constant teaching. So, where we get into trouble is we think that we as parents like, oh, I send my kids to church, and so that's good enough. No, it's not good enough. You will find, and we found this out to be true, if you count on sending your kids to church for that 1 hour every week, they're going to fail. It's going to, when they come out of high school, are they going to be attending church anymore? Probably not. Okay, because that wasn't instilled with them by their parents. They were, sent to church for an hour every week. But that's a huge thing to combat. A 1 hour per week going to church compared to all the other stuff that's happening throughout the week. And we're shocked, like, hey, how's come my child fell away from the Lord? I took him to church. Yeah, but you didn't teach him during the week. It was just like, oh, here, go to church. Okay, so all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox about that. That's something that bothers us. So anyway, I encourage you, train up your children in the way to go, and think of it not just in this generation, but in the future generations. How will those future generations continue to follow God? All right. Thanks for watching. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the book of Genesis. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.